Welcome to the channel, friends. Today we will be covering December 1st to 10th and see how these 10 days have been to ARK, how December in general, what's the trend. We'll go over the market values, we'll go over the biggest moves. But the big news in this episode is that they have a new ETF called See-Through, CTRU, as in the transparency ETF. So this ETF, they started to include the 100 most transparent companies. So we'll go over those in just a bit. There are some 101 companies in this ETF, but at the same time, not all of them are completely new. They are new to this fund, but not to overall ARK Invest. So let's take a look at that. And obviously, we'll keep an eye on our watch list, which is these 7 stocks. Tesla, Robinhood, Nano Dimension, Palantir, DraftKings, Skills, and Coinbase. See how they have traded these 7 in the first 10 days of December. So stay with me. Please like and subscribe. I'll be right back, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks. Welcome back, friends. In summary section, we keep an eye on high-level trends, high-level information, and data. So this is the trend of all the ETFs combined. Market value for all the ETFs combined. So December first few days have not been good, but then it turned back up again, and then yesterday it started going down again. So it's at 32.33 billion. And people who have been watching this channel know that we have been recording data since January, and it was at 60 billion once. So not such a great trend this year overall. So going down to 32.33 billion. And then this is how 32.33 billion divided in all the 8 ETFs. Now 9 actually. So see-through is the new one. New ETF that they have created. I had to add extra place for decimal just to make sure that this shows up. So it is just $0.02 billion, and there are you can say like $20 million. That's it for now. And the rest of them are as it has been in past, ARKK being the biggest, followed by G, and IZRL being the lowest. But now there is the new one which is lowest, which is see-through. Number of companies is in the reverse order pretty much. See-through has 101 companies, followed by IZRL, print, and that's the trend. Now the number of companies trend has gone up, as you can see, from 270 to 338, which is all thanks to see-through. They have added new companies there, and some of the existing companies that were present in one of the funds, but total 101 companies there. So we'll cover those in just a bit quickly. But first, let's go over the biggest moves. So people who have been watching this channel know that we look at the biggest move 2 ways: one by percentage of shares movement, and one by market value change. So we do a diff. In this episode, we have done a diff from December 1st to December 10th. And let's see what could be the right target to look at. So percentage of shares movement in companies. So let's increase that threshold to 20%. Actually, we can, yeah, let's reduce it to 20%. These are the companies that had at least 20% trading in their positions. This is their ranking in 330 companies that they are invested in, 338. So that's that, and this is the market value associated with these companies right now, change in market value. So Snowflake ranked 272, pretty much at the lower end of their investment. They added 1,000 more shares, looks like. DocuSign 43%, extra shares added. Toast 42. They keep adding to Toast. When I hover over it, you'll see more trend there. If I look at the bigger trend, you'll see that it's a relatively new company, and they've been adding more and more and more there. DocuSign also, they have been buying the dip. Roblox, again, you can see stock price and the shares count trend there. C, Open Door Technologies, they are getting rid of a little bit. 24% is a big number there. This is the company started by Chamath Palihapitiya, which was in the business of just buying your property online, making it simpler. Caterpillar Inc., Lockheed Martin, LivePersons have 53% removed. Amazon 57% removed. Cloudflare 58, and Meta Platforms also, which is Facebook, pretty much 86% removed. Well, some of these are really well established companies, and they're reducing it to invest in more growth companies probably, and that's why we see these negatives. But let's reduce it even further. Maybe some other companies will show up. Let's see that. Maybe reduce it to 15%. Let's see. So Ginkgo, Castle Biosciences, Dreyfus, that's just cash, I think. Splunk, Walt Disney reduced, JD reduced, Tadeka also reduced. So those are the biggest moves by percentage shares movement. So let's reduce it back to 0 and increase market value threshold to say 20 to make it consumable, maybe even more. 34, 36. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Let's sort by market value change. only 3 in green, which is Trimble, Roblox, and Twitter, and that too because there was a lot of movement in shares. They bought a lot more shares, and that's why green. This one, actually, they reduced shares, but still positive because there's a new CEO and the stock price went up. And that's why you see positive there. Rest of them, look at how negative they are. Tesla, 14% removed so far in this month. Coinbase, 6% removed so far in this month. Unity, Shopify, Teladoc, Grayscale, Bitcoin, Square. Those are the small movements. I won't worry too much about it because those are more like adjustments. But yeah, still negative in terms of stock price going down. Anyway, so that's that. Let's go over to overall portfolio. Let's see how that. Tesla being the reddest red looks like, and Trimble and Roblox being the greenest green. This is the overall diff of portfolio from December 1st. And this new rectangle here is the see-through. Basically a very small block there just because its market value is very less. That's where it showed up, very small. Now let's go over to the new and removed companies. A lot of see-through, as you can see, new companies showing up there. These are the companies. I'll go over it quickly so you can see what companies those are. Agora, Amazon, even Apple in there. That's good to see. Amazon, some big companies also which are basically transparent companies. It's kind of by getting included in this ETF, it's kind of a reward or some kind of acknowledgement that these companies are transparent to the shareholders. They are good in that way at least. So let's sort it by market value and try to understand which ones are the ones that they are invested in the most. Actually, I'll have to do that in the next episode. Looks like it is broken. It's not really working. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's working. But anyways, we can keep an eye on this number. So there is 231, which is this company, which is really high. 240, Apple is really high. Then let's see, 252, Buckle. Yep, see-through, 281, Enphase Energy, that's really high, 280. These are all the companies present in this ETF. New ETF that they have started. That's pretty much it. Nvidia is pretty high as well in terms of investment in see-through. Roblox is ARKK, actually, not see-through. They have added it in see-through as well, probably, but position is very small. In ARKK, it is 42 million there. Yeah, I think all the small investments there in 100 companies, about 200. If I have to average, it will be around like 170, 180 per company in there. So hence the overall stock is just 200. Oh, sorry, 20 million. So those are the new companies, no removed companies in this date range that we've selected, December 1st to December 10th. Now let's go to the daily watch list section that we always keep an eye on. They keep buying Robinhood because the stock price keeps going down. When they invested, they invested in it when it IPO'd, it went really high up, even to $70, and then since then it has been plummeting. Rest a little bit of negative for a lot of these, but that I won't read too much into it. It's just a little bit negative, more of an adjustment. But Coinbase is a little bit of a concern. They have been removing Coinbase quite a bit. They removed it in November as well, and December trend also is not looking so great. Tesla, on the other hand, they're reducing it, but we know why they're reducing it. They're taking profit and investing in potentially other companies which could work like Tesla, which could perform like Tesla. So yeah, they are just taking profit there. So yeah, that's your summary for the first 10 days. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another episode, which will be for mid-month update in 5 days or so. Alrighty, thank you.